can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Hey, well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Monday evening community call. Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana. And Robin sends her love and wishes from up in Canada. She's attending the final stop of our Canadian Whistle Stop or multi-city tour. So she's up there in Canada tonight. But we got a really great program lined up for you. We've got some really exciting new achievements that we're going to be sharing with you. And we've got some new information from the company we'll be sharing also. So buckle your seatbelts, and I'd like to invite one of my fellow senior presidential directors and one of our senior field leaders, Connie Lucas, to come on because she's got some exciting news and a new rank achiever in her organization she wants to introduce you to. So Connie, come on in.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, so I am thrilled and excited to introduce to you guys tonight the newest member of our Live Younger SPD, Senior Presidential Director, Michael Jaco. Michael has been 35 years in service to the U.S. government in high-risk environments. And of that 35 years, 24 years, he was a Navy SEAL and 11 years in the CIA. And it's really been through his vast network that he was able to promote and help several thousand people towards better health, and for those interested into the opportunity of LifeWaves. So Michael, can you come on and join us? Gregory, do we have Michael in?
Yeah, Michael, I know you're there, and if you could unmute and turn your camera on. There you are.
Oh, there he is.
Highway.
Michael, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're traveling right now across the country to an event, so thank you for taking the time. With everybody tonight, can you share a little bit about how you had heard about this technology in the Navy SEALs, how you couldn't believe that we could actually, as just like regular people, get a hold of this, and what that was like for you?
Yeah, so I remember we were basically looking for Osama bin Laden, and so I was still in contact with some of the guys from SEAL teams, and they were telling me about this new technology that had come out. It's like all it is little patches the guys put on, they get all this energy. I was like, dang, I missed out on that. So many years go by, and Jen Allen, she was at an event that I was like one I'm going to right now, and she told me about it. She says, Navy SEALs used it, and I was like, what? There's no way, and because all the stuff we use never comes out. It's Black Project stuff. So she said, yeah, this guy David Schmidt has it. Here's a video on it. You should check it out. So I checked it out, and I'm like, that's the stuff. So I'm like, I can actually order that. So I ordered it, and it was absolutely incredible. I've been dedicated to LifeWave ever since, and sharing it with as many people as I can now.
So tell me a little bit about your own personal experience. What did you feel as you use the technology? Your whole family uses it, Tracy, Joe, and your kids. Tell me what experience you've had with your family, friends with the technologies.
Yeah, so I definitely wanted to see about the energy, and I got that instantly. So it was really nice, smooth energy, throughout the day. I I have it on right now, so I wear it pretty much every day. I had a little pain in my knee from the SEAL teams. I had my kneecap shattered, so occasionally it would creep up on me, and it would last several weeks. I put the ice wave on it. I was like, well, let's see how this stuff does, and I was like, it'll be a miracle. But the moment I put it on, not like seconds later, but the moment I put it on, I got relief. And I used it again the next day just to make sure, and I really haven't used it on my knee ever since. And normally my knee, like the pain creeps up on me all the time, so it's pretty amazing. So not only that, so I use pretty much all of the LifeWave products at this point.
And you were saying too, I remember the other day you said that you were out running in the sand again, which you hadn't been able to do for quite a while, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, the stem cell technology is real. I mean, it's I look younger, I feel younger. I'm getting abilities back that I had lost over the years. Age and injuries and so forth. But now it's coming back. A lot of that stuff is coming back. My son, he just recently broke his ankle. He's been using the patches. I mean, the scar is almost completely gone. He's walking around on it. I don't think he's supposed to be walking yet, but he's been walking for like a couple of weeks now. So it's pretty amazing.
That is super fabulous. So you've been, you had recommended products before from other network marketing companies, but you've said nothing has ever been like this. I mean, it's been fabulously received by your community. What have you seen different working with LifeWave?
It's been so easy to share it. I mean, because it works so good. It's before in the past I've done, like you said, network marketing. I've done a lot of it, multi-level marketing, network marketing. It's never really worked for me. This is the only thing that I can say that's really worked, and unbelievably well. So that's another thing that I like to promote. As far as not only do you have something that is age reversal, takes care of pain like nothing else, and also seems to like any kind of problem people have across the board. Now, inflammation, we know inflammation, we can say that it does treat inflammation, but inflammation is one of the biggest things that, as far as illness, a lot of it's inflammation. So this is definitely reducing inflammation, and the inflammation is basically a marker for age as well. So if you have a lot of inflammation in your body, that's an age marker. So I just did a test recently where I should find out pretty soon where my age is. So that's going to be kind of fun to find out. So you can actually, use a lot of the technologies that are out there to see this stuff is working. And that's one of the greatest things. Not only can you feel it, but you can actually see it. I've seen a lot of people talk about how they have their doctors do tests on them, and their doctors are just amazed. They have problems, and where we're going to have to cut this out of you, or we're going to have to operate and all this. And they go back, and their doctors are like, "What did you do?" It's like gone. So it's pretty. I mean, I have a Miracle Monday. I know you guys have shows as well where people come in and share their amazing stories. I'm amazed myself, at the experiences I'm having, that my family's having, but I'm also incredibly amazed at all the success and miracles that other people are having.
I know it's really fun. It's really wonderful. And I heard just the other day on one of your shows, they were talking about, they said that their physician had run some tests on their eyes and said, oh, it's not good. Come back in 2 months. And she went back and they said, oh, the first test must have been faulty because there was no problem at all at that point. Right. So that was pretty exciting. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the community as far as tips, tricks, anything, as they're looking to grow their business up to the senior presidential director like you did?
It's like I said, it speaks for itself. I mean, like we're talking about all these miracles that happen. People, I think, get them for other people, and they get them for other people, and those people have amazing experiences. They're like, well, I got to try that too if you're having such a great experience. So that alone, I think, is really the biggest mover of the product, because I think a lot of people are seeing that. But the ease with which to do that, and the ease with which to grow a business, a massive business, just by sharing. I have a large audience, and they trust me. I would put out something if it wasn't, I hadn't tried it and I believed in it. And I think a lot of people see that, and then they start to believe in it, and they start putting it out. It's very, very easy to grow this business and become successful in it.
I love it. And Michael, one of the things I've seen from your organization is retention. Many times I've watched other people with a large circle of influence, and might be influencers, and they get a lot of people in, but nobody's staying around. You've put in the place the things to support your community, to educate your community. You've really stuck with it, and your retention is really, really high. And because of that, we're seeing people raising their hands, saying exactly what you're saying. Hey, can I do this too? I want to share too. So congratulations. It's been a lot of fun. Barry and I have really, really enjoyed working with you and having a great time. And there's a lot more fun to come. It's been the people you have brought in to this community. They are amazing. They are the most kind-hearted, wonderful, caring people that I've come across. I always enjoy working with all of your team. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
And just ditto from Robin and I wish Robin could be here, but she's on stage in in Canada tonight. But it's such a pleasure dealing with you, Michael, and your belief in the product. It just tells the whole story, and the way that it came to you, and you heard rumors about it, and I can get it now. That's such a fun story. And now we can all get it now. We can. We're all turning back our biological clock, getting younger day by day. So thanks so much for all you're doing for so many people. And you were like the number 1 or number 2 customer getter and won that trip to Aruba. So, not bad for just shooting out of the box.
Well, a lot of that thanks goes to you guys, because you guys helped me build this business. And that's another thing that everybody can take comfort in. You're not just going to come in blind into this. If you want to build a big business, there's an incredible team to help you. It's amazing. Yeah, you guys are great. Thank you.
Well, our pleasure. And we'll see you in a few weeks in Orlando.
We'll see you there.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Drive safe.
Bye-bye.
Drive safe.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks so much, Connie. Thanks, Michael. Whew, that's exciting. Very exciting. And we've got one more leader. I'd like to invite Helen Peak to come back on. And Helen, can you turn your camera on? I turned it off because you turned it on a little prematurely. So I don't know if you can turn your camera back on. I don't see you on there anymore.
I hit the wrong button. It tells me I can't turn it on because you turned it off.
Yeah, I did that to you.
I didn't even know I did that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Can you open it for me, please?
Yeah, I'm looking for you. Can you raise your hand so you rise up?
Yes, I'll raise my hand. Yeah.
Okay. But Helen's been working very hard, moving through the ranks and helping her people to do the same. And let's see if I can, make you co-host, and you should be able to turn on your camera now. So go ahead.
Okay, great. Okay, well, as usual, it's an honor to be here. I would not think of a better place to be than right here. And Connie and Michael, what a great, presentation. Connie asking all the great questions, and wow, such a experience, Michael, that you found them again. We're all so lucky to have them, for sure. But speaking of a beautiful, lovable soul, I'd like to introduce Jan Polkowski, and we became like sister from another mister in this industry, as a lot of us have. We're all business cousins, right? So Jan, would you like to come off of mute and off of the, get your video going as well? Yay, there's Jan. Well, Jan, the director, and as you all know, it's a wonderful accomplishment because you get to be on the director call on Wednesday and be part of the mastermind and co-create. And Jan is just one of the smartest, sweetest, lovable, giving people. She has several children, I'll let her tell, and grandchildren, and her heart's desire is to be with them and spend as much time as she can with them, but yet make a difference in the world. So that's why, doing our company is the perfect place for her, because she gets to be with her family and yet she can still have a business. So Jan, would you like to share, like what made you say yes and what happened that changed your life?
Thank you, Helen. It is a privilege and an honor to be here. As you know, I joined up with you back in 2019, right after you found this amazing new company. We've worked together in the industry several places, but you sent me some information on LifeWave, and it took me a few days because my life is pretty wild and busy, 9 children, and I think I'm up to 28 grandchildren now. But when I opened that information and started reading about activating stem cells, I called you back and said, I need to get that ordered now, and I'm on your team again. So what an amazing thing to have something that activates stem cells. I'd heard about them. I understood a bit of the science behind them, and to think that we could have a stem cell activating patch was truly astounding to me. And I thank you for inviting me to join you again. I love working with you and love sharing. That's just part of who I am. I take care of my kids, take care of my family, and I just love to share with people around me. I have a heart for helping people feel better and improve their life. So
She
I'm so
even
glad.
shared,
Thank you for helping me.
and Jan, you even shared your mom with me. Her mom became like, I called her mom. I went to her 90th birthday. We did everything together. And, that's the other great thing. Here we're sharing products that make a difference, comp plans that make a difference, community, that makes a difference. And I know you have a great community. You love to make a difference. But your mom, she got pain relief, didn't she, from these? And it was so cool to see her. Gregory, you witnessed it too. She got to walk without as much pain, and that was a treasure too, right? As you know,
the first person I called was my mom, and she just says, if Jan finds it for me, I'm going to use it. And of course, we immediately got patches on the way to my mom. She was wearing braces for incredible knee pain, and she actually had even tried stem cell injections. She said she was embarrassed to tell how much she spent on that, but with that kind of pain, especially when you're older, and she was still active at 94, which is when she got the patches, but she got the stem cell injections and didn't feel a thing, but she had spent all that money. But putting those patches on, she got relief, was able to put the braces aside for a long time, and we just loved working together. So it's been wonderful to see someone get out of pain, because pain is a horrible thing to live with.
Yeah. So I've seen you be so grateful, to be able to share, because that's just the kind of gal you are. And I love you so much. Congratulations, Jan. Did you want to share anything else with anybody? Any tips or?
I think I feel kind of bad because it was a year later, my mom passed away just very gently and peacefully. And I kind of slowed down in reassessing things in my life. And then I just kind of had a recharge of, things are so busy that how do you continue to focus on everything that life calls for you to do? But I remember just kind of, wanting to help a friend of mine who needed the benefits of a business. So I got active, and, I got to say, I love the calls and the resources that Live Younger has put together. I just can't imagine any better leaders than Robin and Gregory, because what they have is just so incredible. So I start listening, and somebody'd walk in and I'd get off a call, but those resources are just so exciting. And I finally decided I have got to get involved and share this message with more people. And I'm so grateful for all of the team resources. And it's just been fabulous to know that we have, we're not building this by ourselves. We have this amazing team, and I'm looking forward to getting more acquainted. Talon taught me how to make my camera work so I can get on Zoom. And so I'm a little technology challenged, but I'm willing to just start moving forward. And thank you, Helen, for all your love and support. Appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. I can't wait to see you on the director's call. Congratulations, Jan.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks.
congratulations, Jan. We're so happy for you, and and you're doing such a great job. So, and you've got the heart for it. You know, your heart is in it now, and the universe has opened up, and now you have maybe some time for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gregory.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank
Big
you so
step,
much.
Director. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We've got a couple other things we wanted to share from our newsletter today. So congratulations, Michael, and congratulations, Jan. And I'm happy to say that this last week, when Michael was on his SPD run, Connie and Barry and Robin and I and David Schmidt did a series of three videos, 3 broadcasts with him, and they're now available for any of you you'd like to listen to. David kind of lifts the curtain a little bit when he's talking to Michael about some of the Black Ops kind of stuff that he's doing behind the scene. Connie and Barry just knocked the cover off the ball, in the interview that Michael did with them. And Robin and I just had a great time a couple of days ago talking about why LifeWave, why now. So at your leisure, sometime between 2 and 4 this morning, you may want to listen to these, but they'll be there. They're there. You can click through in the newsletter, or you can just go into our YouTube channel, and we created a playlist now for Michael Jaco. So really happy to be adding some of Michael's interviews with us to our abilities to review. So Canada Roadshow, Winnipeg tonight. Robin's up there with Garrett and Geraldo and Pete and Clarissa and many others. So I know they're having a great time. While we're talking here on the broadcast, they're talking there on the stage. So and some of those Canadians are going to be taking advantage of the Canadian and European rank advancement bonuses. Some nice money on the table as people start moving through the ranks for our Canadians and Europeans. That's, not for us here in the US right now. I'm sure we'll have our own promotions upcoming. Speaking of upcoming, there's some other webinars you may want to plug into. New webinar is this on the 20th, which would be Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. For SPDs, our newest SPD. Michael can join us at 11 a.m. Pacific time for our monthly SPD webinar. They swear us to secrecy, but every once in a while, there's little things we can share. And then LifeWave Connect Business is on the 27th. That'll be next week, leading up to the conference. There is a replay of LifeWave Connect from last week where David talked again about X39 and Eon. So you can click there for the replay. My life has been so busy, I haven't had a chance to play and listen to the replay. I'm looking forward to doing that. And hey, heart to heart, 24 days, a little less than 3 weeks from now, we're all going to be gathered together physically or virtually in Orlando at the conference. Physical tickets are no longer available. Virtual tickets are available. So we encourage everyone to continue inviting your team members to join us virtually now. And next week, we'll be talking about doing, watch parties and some ideas for doing watch parties. So those of you that are going to be watching virtually from your homes, no reason you don't invite some friends and family and guests and fellow brand partners and customers to watch with you. So virtual tickets are still available. And I do want to suggest that if you or someone on your team is going to be attending, we invite you to get one of the Activate Your Stem Cells magnetic name tags. They're magnetic, so they don't have to damage your fine clothes. But you can get them at our liveyounger.com, liveyounger.ourproshop.com. And it's just going to be a nice way for all of our Live Younger family and community to know each other, because everybody's going to have their heart-to-heart name tag, but you could have your Live Younger Activate Your Stem Cell name tag. And, it's going to be so great to see many of you. Many of us have wonderful relationships we've cultivated over the months and years, and some of us have never been physically together. So it's going to be so great to be physically together at the conference and sharing hugs and inspirations together. That was a mouthful. So we did last week launched a new copperpeptidebreakthrough.com. And this is going to be a very helpful site. I've got a lot of great feedback from a number of you that are really enjoying it. And, you know, prior to now, we've been saying, hey, you need to check out PubMed or go to the search engine and check out GHK-CU. Don't have to do that anymore. You can send them to the copperpeptidebreakthrough.com. This is not integrated into our liveyounger.com website because we can't make all the claims that Dr. Picard makes about copper peptide, but we are seeing the benefits in the anecdotal results that so many people are having. So that's a nice addition to our marketing team. Monday morning, we had another great miracle call as we do every Monday. Tomorrow night, Testimonial Tuesday. One of our favorites, Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard's going to be with us. So the first half of the call will be all testimonials. The second half of the call will be a little bit of interaction from Dr. Hubbard and then Q&A with Dr. Hubbard. So this is an opportunity to bring your questions forward and also your testimonials. So please bring your testimonials to that call. Thursday morning business training. We had a great business training. If you didn't participate last week, Sunshower Rose did a wonderful training on Zoom etiquette and how to set your camera, how to set the background, what to wear, you know, and just, you know, being prepared to being professional on Zoom, you know. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to that, it's a worthy listen. And everybody knows about the Power of the Patch webinar that's happening, and that's pretty much it. You know, we have what we have to share. So I hope everybody's getting the newsletter. If you're not getting the newsletter, you can just go to liveyoungernewsletter.com and you can add yourself to it, or you can add your new members to it. This is pretty much for brand partners, not necessarily for customers. Customer could be on it, but we do talk a lot of business on there. And you could just forward it to your new members as they join your team. I recommend you just forward the last newsletter to them. Tell them to scroll down to the very bottom and click on the join our mailing list, and they'll be right there with us. So that was a lot in a short period of time. Thank you, Michael. Congratulations, Michael. Congratulations, Jan. And congratulations to each and every one of you that's part of this wonderful team, this opportunity, and this community. And look forward to seeing many of you in Orlando in 24 days from now. So thanks, everyone, for plugging in. And this officially brings our call to a close today. Good night.